Hi everybody, I assume you're here for Psychology 101, Introduction to Psychology. Well, I am too. I'm Dr. Scott Zilberman, but you can call me Scott, and I am your instructor for this class. I've been teaching at Chandler Gilbert Community College since 1997, and I've been teaching college since 1990. That makes me pretty old, huh? Anyway, I am going to be your instructor this semester. It's kind of weird doing class online because we really don't get to know each other very well, but we can improve that by you knowing that you can contact me anytime by phone, email, Canvas message. You have a Google Voice number for me so you can call or text anytime. We can be in touch as much or as little as you want. But I want to go over some basic things about this class so that it makes sense. First and foremost, I hope you're seeing this video in time because there are quizzes that you need to do regularly. This is only a 5-week class, so the first one comes up quickly and the other one right after that, so on and so forth. There is an orientation/syllabus quiz that is due by the end of the day, May 27th. That is showing that you are committed to staying in class and that you don't want to be dropped. Some people change their minds and they don't contact me, but that's the way to stay part of the class. Do that quiz. It's easy if you follow along with the syllabus. It says Concourse Syllabus when you log on to Canvas on the left-hand side. Right under that, modules. So within each section, there are several things that you need to do, and it has to be done within a specific time frame. So we already talked about the first quiz, 10 points, and it's over the syllabus. You will notice that in each module, I would click on where it says modules and look at the chapters. They don't necessarily go in order. They kind of do, but not completely. I'm in the student view right now, so I can see what you would be seeing. Chapters 1, 2, and 4, and then there's an exam that you need to take. Chapters 5, 6, and 7, another exam. 8, 9, and 14. You see how that goes out of order? And also, we don't even do chapter 3 in this class. There's another test, that'll be the third one, and then chapters 10, 12, 13, and 11, and then the fourth test. So, the fourth exam is longer. It's over 4 chapters instead of 3. So it'll be worth 80 points instead of the other ones. The first 3 are all 65 points. 60 multiple choice and matching, and 1 essay question. That's for each of the first 3 exams. But the fourth and final test, the final exam, 70 multiple choice and 2 essay questions. Now, for the final exam, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but it's good to know you are going to write and then answer your own questions for the final exam essay questions. The other ones are all multiple choice and matching, but for the final, 2 essays that you will write and answer. But for the first 3 exams, I am going to give you an open-ended type topic and you will respond to it in a paragraph format. Speaking of paragraphs, that is how all of the Canvas assignments will look within 10 of these modules. You don't do Canvas assignments for all of them, but you will for 10. Most of these chapters also have a rapid reflection, and rapid is a good word for it. Those are basically like attendance points if we were in class. In fact, when I teach in person, I allow people to text in their answers with a program that we use called Poll Everywhere. Well, instead of doing that, you're just going to type a few words, maybe a sentence, and it's called Rapid Reflection, and that will be your attendance points. 5 points each chapter that you do that for, but there's only 10 of them. Same thing for the Canvas assignments. There are only 10 assignments for 10 points each. 2 essays, which are paragraphs each, 4 sentences per paragraph, and that starts with chapter 2. So, chapter 1, there is a PowerPoint. that does contain some information that's not in the book, so definitely look at the PowerPoints. Also, make sure you watch the video. 15 to 20 minute video each week explaining what I want you to know, and there is a brief 10-point quiz for chapter 1. Once you get to chapter 2, you will see that the game steps up a little bit. What do I mean by that? Well, there will also be a rapid reflection and a Canvas assignment, 2 essays to see if you understand, and you can display your knowledge in paragraph format. Remember, 4 complete sentences makes a paragraph. And the rapid reflection is easy. A quick sentence or even several words, and that's 5 points instead of 10 for the Canvas assignment for the week. Chapter 4 has the same amount of work as Chapter 2. You will also see a video. Also, what I have called skeleton notes each week shows you the topics that you need to know. So, each week what I would do is, not each week, I should say each chapter, because each week represents usually 3 chapters. Gets a little confusing in the summer, huh? What you will do is the rapid reflection, if there is one, 10 of the chapters have one. The Canvas assignments, 10 of the chapters have those. But each of the chapters has a weekly, or I should say chapter quiz. If this was the regular semester, it would be weekly, but it's almost daily in this case. So you will see times that they start and end. Everything starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 10 p.m. But you have a few days to do each of these things before they close. I cannot control the deadlines. You have to make sure that you log on, follow the calendar of when they start and when they end, and complete everything in time. And I will make sure that they get graded if it's something that I need to grade. Those quizzes for each chapter are self-graded. It'll give you a grade right away. But the exams, when you get to the bottom and do the essay, I need to grade the 5-point essay. It's kind of confusing, isn't it? But when you log on and look at all the modules, I think it'll make much more sense. All of your exams have the same password. You do it from home. We're not using the testing center this summer because of all the COVID-19 changes that we've made to the college. So therefore you use the word unexpected with a capital U. You put that in as the password or access code, and you will take your 3 exams that way. That is the way the exams will work for all 4 exams. Now, I know it kind of seems like, well, people could cheat. They could just look up answers. It's not going to be that easy because 2 reasons. 1, most of the questions are application in nature. You need to understand the term and apply it. And 2, you only have 90 minutes for each of the first 3 exams and 120 minutes for the final because it's longer. And therefore, you certainly don't have time to look up every single answer and apply it to each question. You do have to know what you're doing once you log on, because that is your only chance to do the test. You can't come back to it later. Once the clock starts, that's it. You need to complete it in the amount of time given. 90 minutes for the first 3 exams each, and 120 minutes, 2 hours, when you decide to take the final. So make sure you pay attention to the dates that the exams start and end. Same thing with all of the quizzes and assignments along the way. They all have dates that they start at 8 a.m. and dates that they close at 10 p.m. So once you look at all these modules, I think it will make a lot more sense. But just be aware of the dates and times. It is important. There are 2 chapters that you really need to watch more videos than just the one about me talking about the skeleton notes and PowerPoint. Because what I talk about each chapter will go right along with the PowerPoints and skeleton notes. Chapter 2, the Phineas Gage video, you definitely want to watch that. And then at the end, chapter 11, about divorce, you definitely want to watch that. But in between, you will see the modules have interesting information that will be helpful and informative, but you definitely want to follow along mostly with the PowerPoints. Each chapter has one, the skeleton notes, and compare that to what is in your book. Finally, I emphasize responsibility and self-advocating. I don't get to know you very well unless you make contact with me. Let me know what I can do to help you. I'm happy to take a phone call. We can even do a WebEx video conference. We can do texting back and forth. We can do Canvas messaging. I am here to help you. Some of you maybe didn't want to take an online class, but now that's what you're in. Well, we can make the best of it. So self-advocate. Let me know what you need and be responsible for getting everything done. Lastly, there is a term paper. Good news and bad news. The bad news? Yeah, you got to do a term paper. But the good news is this can be fun. Notice on the front page of Canvas, it talks about a movie review. You're going to pretend like you're a famous movie critic, but you're going to analyze a movie from a psychological perspective using terms that you learn in this class. So go on the front page of Canvas and you will see that assignment that is not due till the last day. You don't have to go to a movie theater unless you want to. You can do this at home, streaming a movie, watching it on TV. Do you have old DVDs or even VHS tapes? Remember those? Yeah, you might have movies already that you can watch, but it's a little different than a regular movie review because you're going to analyze it from a psychological perspective. So that's due the last day. But in the meantime, what do you need to know? Follow the modules for rapid reflections, basically quick attendance points, Canvas assignments, 10 points where you will do 2 essays related to the chapter. There are quizzes along with each chapter. There are exams after 3 chapters, 3 more chapters, again another one after 3 more chapters, but the final exam is only over the last 4 chapters and 2 questions that you will write on your own. Whereas the first 3 exams, like I stated, have an open-ended essay question that you will just answer in a paragraph format. So I would definitely make sure that you've watched the videos of me every chapter and that you also look at the PowerPoints and the skeleton notes and compare that to what is in the book, because I will have you learn stuff that is not actually in the textbook. So let me know what I can do to help. I'm happy to hear from any one of you anytime. And again, you can just call me Scott. We'll be on a first name basis and we will make the best of this class that we possibly can and make this a great experience for you. Take care.